Hi, homeschool families. I always get the question, how on earth do your kids stay organized? Aren't you exhausted like by the end of the day? Don't you have to keep track of everything? And while yes, it can be very tiring to be at home with the kids all day, the reality is that we've set up a system so that they are responsible for a lot of their day. They're responsible for what their morning looks like. They're responsible for getting their stuff done. And I'll create another video where I show how I lay out assignments for each kid. But I wanted to show you our morning board. So this is kind of a guideline for the first hour and a half or so of their day. So as you can see, this is in our kitchen, and it's all the kids are able to see it and they understand what everything means. So I start off with the daily 5. So what are the daily 5? That's when they wake up. Obviously they're getting dressed, they're brushing their teeth, taking a shower, that kind of stuff. But in the midst and after that, okay, those are the obvious things. They need to, number 1, do their affirmations. All of them have affirmations that I've printed out and put in their rooms, and they can put a sticker every time they say them. So they have about 7 to 8 affirmations each, and they put a sticker, and then I actually reward them after they've done it like a lot of times. I reward them with money. So we don't give money for chores necessarily, because that is a responsibility of just being in the house. But I do reward. I want them to do these affirmations, so I attach a reward to it, because I know how important it is for them. Also, they do, so that'll be pretty much first thing when they wake up. Then they'll make sure to do a quiet time or read their Bible. They also have to take care of their responsibility. Over here I have a little responsibility chart. It's really just labeled. Of course, my kids know what they are, but I'll kind of explain them. I've got 3 kids, and Monday through Friday, what they are responsible. Now, these are not their only chores of the week, but these are the ones that they need to do in the morning, pretty much first thing. Okay, so we've got every day, my youngest, he will disinfect the handles and knobs. He will clean the toilets. On Wednesday, handles and knobs. Thursday, toilets. Friday, handles and knobs. Those are his responsibilities. As for my 7-year-old, she cleans the sinks 2 days, and then dust, and then the sinks the other 2 days. And the reason why I did that was because that's what my family needed. You know, the kids were leaving toothpaste in the sink. It was getting pretty gross. So now we made it pretty much a daily thing where the sinks are cleaned. And my oldest, these are his first responsibilities in addition to taking care of our dogs. He vacuums on Mondays, takes out the trash on Tuesday, all the trash in the house, and then also out to the curb. On Wednesday, he does toilets. Thursday, he hoses down the dog kennel, and Friday, he cleans the garage, because we have a Bible study group that meets on Thursday nights, and the garage is the playroom, so it needs to be cleaned every Friday. So that's their responsibility. They know it doesn't take long. I mean, each one takes 5 minutes or less, but it's just something that they know they're responsible for in the house. Then obviously we've got breakfast, and I actually keep track of what they eat for breakfast. I let them eat what they'd like, but I was seeing that they wanted toast and butter like every day. And I'm like, just gluten-wise and just, variety of nutrient-wise, I didn't think that was very smart. So I have a chart here where they write what they do. T for toast, Y for yogurt, E for eggs, C for cereal, that kind of thing. And they know how much they can have of each. Okay? And then lastly, in that hour and a half, they need to get their exercise in. Now, they might have baseball practice and dance and taekwondo and other things throughout the day. But at the beginning of the day, they're going to start off with exercise. I want to instill these good habits in them. Okay, so they know that mommy exercises every morning, so they have a little bit. And it's not much. So we've got 18 push-ups, 18 sit-ups, 24 push-ups, 24 sit-ups, and it increases as the weeks go on. My daughter dances, so she's doing toe raises and leg strengthening exercises. So this is kind of how I organize the beginning of the day. So it's not about, I'm not like having to pull their tails to get them to do what they're supposed to do. They know what they're supposed to do. Also here, obviously I have the date. We do a daily Bible verse, and we also do a daily passage reading in addition to what they're doing in their own quiet time. So, and then lastly, we have a family gratitude journal that they're writing in every day, just adding 1 to 3 gifts that they're thankful for. And it's just an ongoing, display of gratitude. So this is one way that I keep our homeschool home organized. And again, give the kids these responsibilities so that they are independent in knowing what they're supposed to do, and I don't have to be pulling my hair out every day, yanking them out of bed. Now, quick note, Sometimes I make sure they're all up by a certain time, but since I homeschool, I have the luxury of letting them sleep in. So I let them sleep in, and whenever they wake up is when their hour starts for the most part. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Thanks for tuning in to Homeschool Live, and I hope this video was helpful.